Back in the mid-1980s, the Walt Disney Company sought to build their next theme park resort in Europe. Hot off the heels of Tokyo Disneyland, over 1,000 European locations were considered until Marne-la-Vallée near Paris, France was chosen as Disney's fourth resort worldwide. Construction beginning in August 1988 and taking just under 4 years to complete, Euro Disney Resort officially opened its gates on Sunday, April 12, 1992. That was a quarter of a century ago, and today we're taking a brief look at the momentous 25-year history of Disneyland Paris. Or is it Euro Disney? Well, technically, it's both, at least at different times. It's true, Paris has had a slight identity crisis over the years, with the resort opening as Euro Disney Resort and the park as Euro Disneyland. They then added Paris in 1994 as a segue into dropping Euro a year later. I wonder why. There's then been the addition of resort once again, only to eventually settle on Disneyland Park and Disneyland Paris from 2004 and 2009 respectively. One thing that is certain is that the resort has always been owned and operated by the company Euro Disney SCA, in which the Walt Disney Company has a majority and controlling share. Much of the rest is made up by stocks owned by the public, at least for now. But back to 1992. Euro Disney's entire 480 acres was made up of the Disneyland Park, the external entertainment district of Festival Disney, and no less than 6 themed Disney hotels. 6. Incredibly, all 5,800 hotel rooms opened in April 1992 and have basically served as the bane of the resort ever since. More about its trials and tribulations to come. All the hotels in question represent a region of the USA, the most exclusive of all being the Disneyland Hotel, depicting a Victorian Florida resort and being the only Disney hotel worldwide to stand at the entrance to a park and take part in its theming. Hotel New York emulates, well, New York, Newport Bay Club, New England, and the Sequoia Lodge, the Great American National Parks. Those 3 stand surrounding the eponymous Lake Disney. Rounding out the on-site hotels are the Wild West in Cheyenne, and I guess the Santa Fe exemplifies New Mexico? I don't know, you can't really tell. The off-site Davy Crockett Ranch is a camping ground featuring cabins and for camping. As you may expect, filling all those hotels with guests of the singular park was a slight stretch, yet all are still standing today. Actually, is the Santa Fe? You can't really tell. As for the aforementioned theme park, Disneyland Paris takes much of its inspiration from Anaheim's original Disneyland, featuring the 5 classic themed lands clockwise from entrance: Main Street USA, Frontierland, Adventureland, Fantasyland, and Discoveryland. The last of those being the European equivalent of Tomorrowland, blame language barrier issues. And opening day featured classic Disney attractions including Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain, and It's a Small World, as well as ones unique to Paris, such as Alice's Curious Labyrinth and the Mysteries of the Nautilus. The Haunted Mansion's previous storyline was altered to create a similarly themed, yet significantly different Phantom Manor. And the Château de la Belle au Bois Dormant is Europe's answer to Sleeping Beauty Castle, often proclaimed as the most beautiful of all Disney castles, reflecting its necessity to proudly stand on a continent filled with real fairy tale castles. Since 1992, the park has naturally been modified and expanded to include further attractions. To name just a few, the unique Indiana Jones and the Temple of Poe, an altered version of Space Mountain, and the modern Disney stalwart Star Tours and Buzz Lightyear. And alongside this came the construction of a second gate, only a stone's throw away from the original, Europe's answer to the then Disney MGM Studios, Walt Disney Studios Park. Opening in 2002, the smallest of all Disney theme parks, the studios had a rocky beginning with only 8 principal attractions. However, some, including Motors Action, Stunt Show Spectacular, were unique to the park and have since gone on to incorporate the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and the very first Toy Story Playland into its repertoire. More recently, the one-of-a-kind Crutches Coaster and Ratatouille the Adventure have rounded out the park into somewhere you could potentially spend a whole day. And 2017's latest special event, Season of the Force, saw the very first nighttime spectacular at the park. Things are moving forward. Speaking of entertainment, Disneyland Paris has very rarely been without a parade or nightly closing fireworks show, with the 20th anniversary of Disney Dreams only recently being outed for Illuminations, now showing to celebrate the 25th anniversary. And yet, Disneyland Paris is still way more than just theme parks and hotels. I mentioned Festival Disney, which went on to become Disney Village from 1997 and features nighttime entertainment, including Buffalo Bill's Wild West show and a 15-screen cinema. Literally next to Disney Village is its own rail station, with a line running under the remainder of the resort and direct trains to London via Eurostar and, of course, to Paris itself. Just one stop away is the modern town of Val d'Europe, created in conjunction with the Walt Disney Company and its Imagineers. Okay, so there's been some slightly less positive outcomes to the resort in the past. Ever since opening day, when only a tenth of expected guests showed up, attendance has always been an issue, with Euro Disney SCA often failing to make back its naturally staggering investments. Coupled with the number of empty hotel rooms and the general economic climate, the addition of further attractions has taken place at a delayed rate, which in turn further hinders revenue. Yet Disneyland Paris has powered on, and its future looks bright than it has. There's the great possibility that the Walt Disney Company will take complete control of the resort in the near future, and as has been shown in the not too distant past, it's not afraid to make a decent investment. Whatever happens, I'm sure there will always be the opportunity to name Disneyland Paris as Europe's top visitor attraction, well, forever. And with that, I wish a very happy 25th anniversary to one of the most magical places on Earth, Disneyland Paris. My first Disneyland. Oh God, please don't get emotional. Join in the discussion down below of Disneyland Paris' history, and join me for further Disneyland Paris 25th anniversary coverage on this channel very soon. I am Joseph Worthington, and this is Cruella's Fur Coat. Be sure to subscribe for more Disney videos, and don't stow it too long.